For the past year and a half, I've been working my land, building, improving, and learning how to live without electricity or water or other amenities. And when I've been able to afford food, it's pretty fun, but throughout that time, I've never really asked myself what other paths you might take, so that's what I'm going to do today. The whole off-grid thing is not really a refined art. Anyone can really do it in any different way, and I just happen to choose the cabin method. But that is arguably not the best way to do it. And to see if it is, we're going to go down and pay a visit to my friend Jacob, who's been in a couple of my videos thus far, who has decided to live in a yurt. And if you're not familiar with a yurt, it is a traditional Mongolian building made of fabric. And I've never actually been to his place before, and we're going to take a look around, see about its ups and downs, and see how he's enjoying it. So let's head out there. He sent me down the one driveway in this whole place where I could have possibly gotten
stuck. I thought
stuck.
he'd see the yurt, and I hope he records on the way back because the yurt will be plainly obvious.
If it is, I will fully apologize. So why don't you start leading the way?
No, you just gotta literally drive like maybe a quarter mile.
You know what, Jacob? I don't think I will apologize. Because if you're coming in this way and you don't know where it is. Come here. Come here. What a good boy.
Sweet boy. Sweet boy. So many good creatures recently. Buckminster and Una and you're so handsome.
The snow will rain down on you as soon as you close the door. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty good at shitting snow. And here's the abode.
Oh, it's so warm in here.
It's so nice.
It's amazing.
I literally need one lamp to light the entire place.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I wired a 220, just wired straight from the power pole straight to here. So I just have Toyo, lamp, fridge, and Keurig, and that's literally all I need in here. And
That
like
is
and stuff.
amazing.
But yeah, and the Toyo's great. It's super easy to hook up. The only problem with it is it gets really freaking hot in here.
That is not a problem at all.
Well, it is a problem because I'll be sitting here in the middle of the night like, oh, I need to cool it down, and this thing holds heat pretty well. Since I'm gone for like a week at a time.
All right, well, first thing I want to ask you is probably, what did all this cost to put together?
Altogether, the yurt total, I think final price on it was probably 10 grand total, and then the deck was actually pretty cheap because we had most of the stuff. That was probably around 1,500. Then with all the stoves set up with the Toyo and the tank, that was total like 2,200. So altogether, probably about 15 grand, which I don't think was that bad. It depends on kind of where you're at, but especially my parents paid for half the yurt because they're going to use it as an Airbnb when I leave. So, but yeah, it's better than rent for a year.
Absolutely.
So
How much did you say it was, like, altogether?
it's probably about 15 grand completely.
15 grand. So I was just wondering, what do you do for work
So
to do something like this, and how long did it take you to, like,
I
get this all done?
had a pretty good savings to start whenever I got into it because I was working construction, and then for the past 8 months I've been working as a medic out at in Delta Junction. So, I mean, total to save up for it, I mean that's a pretty average salary for. Seriously, now we gotta redo that.
No, we don't.
So pretty average salary, I would say, for most people. It's probably around 48 grand a year. But I'd say that's pretty realistic when you take into factor paying for rent, paying for utilities. All I pay for is fuel, and then this is all paid off. I'm not in debt for anything. So again, I'm a medic out in Delta, and so it's pretty simple job that I would say most people can get pretty easily. So it's not like it's some crazy high money making job to pay for this thing.
So I'm also wondering, how long did this all take to put together?
To put together after we built the deck before this got here. That took, probably about 2 days, just because we hauled the lumber out one day, then we built it all in one day. And then the floor took me 2 days. And then once this got here, we got it up in less than 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
The whole thing went up. You put up the door frame and the windows, and then these the lattice work, it's all one piece. So there's a tiny little piece over there that goes between the door and the window, and this whole thing is just one piece.
That's insane. So like altogether, it took like 3 days for everything?
Probably around a week. We got it all done in a week. The roof, as soon as we got the actual walls up, it's just a cable that you put in between all the lattices, and then you have someone hold up the ring in the middle, and then you put in a couple of the rafters, and then they just slide in. And the last two are a little tough because it pushes, like, it's the final tension. So supposedly this roof can hold somewhere around 5,000-6,000 pounds. Supposedly, because it's all it's doing is pushing outward, and so it's just pushing down on the walls. And it's surprisingly strong. Like, these walls they look pretty flimsy, but I mean, they've been holding up fine so far, and the snow on top doesn't really do anything because it all just slides off with the tarp. So yeah, it's pretty sturdy especially for how short of a time it took to put up. Yeah.
So the last big thing I'm wondering is, would you recommend this to other people, just in general, but like specifically, I'm wondering like people our age?
100%, especially because, especially up here, people like buying land to build their house on, and then while they're doing that, they usually buy a camper or something to stay in. And honestly, I like this better than a camper. You could hook up some more utilities. There's people who hook up water in these things, and honestly, it's about the same price as a camper. So if you have, any sort of ability to put a couple screws into some wood, I'd say this is perfect for, someone in that like 18 to 20 range who needs a place to stay while they're building a house. But also if they just, for an extended period of time, I'd say these are pretty good. We haven't gotten to like the -30s yet, but it's done great. It's done great in the cold so far, and it was
damn close.
-10 last night. So, yeah, I would say it's a great purchase. I've really enjoyed it, and honestly, just like the general whimsy and character of the whole place, it's just it's a really cool place to stay. Like, it's better than just sitting in an apartment somewhere, I think. So, or even like a camper where it's just, you get what you get. You buy the camper, you get what you get. This place, you kind of have some room for customization. And so it's really fun. It's a really cool place to live. And I'll probably be here for about another year, honestly. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for answering all these questions.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, you guys heard it straight from Jacob. It was an absolutely amazing tour, and I just want to take a quick second to thank him so much for letting me see his place. It was absolutely amazing and way beyond what I expected. I don't know about you, but taking this tour has definitely got me excited about the possibilities that Yurt living provides, and it is absolutely something I'm considering down the road. I've always thought Mongolia is one of the coolest cultures on Earth, and that absolutely extends to their homes. And I hope that this video was valuable insight for people my age, especially, and really any age, that an expensive rental or apartment is not the only option. I'm very sorry that this was a bit of a shorter video, as many of them have been recently. I had an absolute ton of fun making it, so let me know if you want to see anything more like this in the future. I have so many other places that I would love to show you. So if that's something you'd be interested in, please just leave a comment letting me know that you enjoyed this. Anyway, that's going to just about do it for today. Have a lovely evening, everyone. See you around.